from the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
A new app that hopes to combat police violence by allowing its users to document their encounters with law enforcement.
Plus, One Valley Church joined the Black Lives Matter movement. Now their sign has been vandalized and stolen.
And new technology being tested right here in the Valley that could help detect wrong-way drivers and save lives.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Sydney Glenn.
And I'm Jackie Padilla. Thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, the Arizona affiliate of the American Civil Liberties Union released a new app in hopes of curbing excess force from police.
Yeah, Cronkite News reporter Angie Schuster has all the details.
We see it on our TV screens all the time, encounters between police and the public. Now a new app is intended to act as a check against abusive behavior with law enforcement, allowing users to document every aspect of their interaction with an officer. It's no surprise these days to find police recording each encounter with the public. Now the American Civil Liberties Union is making it easier for you to do the same with its Mobile Justice AZ app.
The app is necessary in Arizona and really all across the country because what we're seeing is that there are significant problems in police departments all over the country regarding excessive use of force and racial profiling.
Mobile Justice AZ is free and most notably allows you to document your interaction with officers. The app is easy to use. All you do is hit record. It then captures audio and video of your police interaction. Once you press stop, it takes you to an incident report page that you can fill out, and then it sends it directly to the ACLU.
It encourages people to go out into their communities and when they see potentially abusive police activity to record that activity.
Arizona's largest police department tells Cronkite News it supports technology that promotes transparency. If citizens wish to capture police contacts on video and share them with others, we encourage them to do so while keeping in mind privacy issues and safety concerns, and ask them to ensure the behavior does not hinder lawful investigations. And the ACLU emphasizes it's your right to record an encounter with an officer.
In the app itself, we have information about when you have the right to record police activity. However, we do tell people that they should always follow police instructions.
Other features include alerts when someone within 1 kilometer of you is using the app to record a situation, a list of your rights if you've been stopped, and what to do if you think your rights have been violated. Mobile Justice AZ is available on Android and iOS phones. The Arizona ACLU said in the past week alone they've had 1,000 downloads. In the control room, Angie Schuster, Cronkite News.
A Chicago police officer has been charged with murder and the shooting death of a black teenager. Jason Van Dyke, who was white, shot 17-year-old Laquan McDonald 16 times last year. The charges come as video footage is about to be released to the public. But the Cook County State's attorney says her decision to charge Van Dyke wasn't influenced by the impending release.
And officials in Chicago are preparing for protests as that video release is expected to come anytime. Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner says his office has been briefed on the video's contents and called the footage very troubling. Officials say they're expecting a strong public reaction, but hope it's peaceful. A judge ordered that the city release the footage by the end of the day tomorrow.
After the 2012 shooting death of Trayvon Martin, an unarmed black teen in Florida, the Black Lives Matter movement took hold across the country, calling on citizens to end racism. But when One Valley congregation publicly proclaimed their support, some people were not so receptive. The Valley Unitarian Universalist congregation in Chandler is trying to bring awareness to the movement. So last month, it placed this Black Lives Matter banner in front of the church.
The awareness that creates the action in the people, and the action, the amount of action, always depends on the person who's receiving the message. And so from that point, we'll start a movement.
But the banner was vandalized. The word black was crossed out, and in its place, all was spray painted over it. Later, it was stolen. Beverly McCormick is a member of the congregation and one of the leaders of the Black Lives Matter ministry. She agrees all lives do matter, but right now, she says the focus needs to be on the black community.
We put the fire hose on the house that has the fire going, and black people are under siege, and it's on fire.
The congregation isn't surprised this happened and hopes this will bring more support to the conversation.
We agree that all lives matter, but Black lives have often been treated as if they don't matter.
Donald Harris, the president of the NAACP of Maricopa County, says it comes down to misconceptions and the need for education.
It is a different, separate concept than white lives matter. And it's not meant to denigrate white lives or say that white lives don't matter or black lives matter more. That's a wrong concept.
Harris grew up around racism, and his family was very involved in the civil rights movement.
I see a backsliding from what was achieved in the 60s and the 70s. I see more racism, I believe, in the last 5 years than I've seen in the last 30, 40 years. And it's an uncomfortable feeling.
Reverend Burnett said a new banner will be placed outside the church and will be replaced every time it's stolen.
So I hope our congregation can lead that, perhaps in the East Valley, can lead that conversation about making sure that not just in theory and not just in our hearts, but actually in practice and policy, that Black lives matter.
I spoke with Reverend Andy Burnett today, and he said there are no leads on the stolen banner yet, but a new banner has already been printed and should be up by the end of the day.
The White House held a joint press conference with the French President François Hollande. President Barack Obama and Hollande discussed a variety of issues, particularly new strategies on how to handle ISIS. Obama hopes the Islamic State group can be defeated if the two countries stand united with a coalition against ISIS.
They will not be able to damage the world, and against Daesh we need a joint response, an implacable joint response. France and the United States stand together to bring that joint response.
The press conference also touched upon the Syrian refugee controversy. Under President Hollande, France plans to welcome 30,000 additional Syrian refugees over the next 2 years. President Obama added his thoughts.
Here in the United States, refugees coming to America go through up to 2 years of intense security checks, including biometric screening. Nobody who sets foot in America goes through more screening than refugees.
President Obama said the best way to bring about peace in Syria is to support a ceasefire and a political transition away from Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
After additional travel warnings from the State Department following the Paris attacks, the Valley could be at a higher security risk, especially considering the upcoming college football playoff championship game and other mega events that are going to be hosted here in the Valley. The U.S. State Department issued a worldwide travel alert yesterday due to increased terrorist threats. The alert does not expire until February 24th of next year. The State Department warns that large sporting events could be a target for extremists. The Valley is set to host the college football playoff national championship game on Monday, January 11th, 2016, as well as surrounding events in the days leading up to it. The Arizona Organizing Committee says safety has always been a priority in the planning process.
We're very aware of what happened, obviously, and our hearts go out to the people of Paris. We've been working almost as long as we've been working to raise money for this event. We've been working on the planning, logistics, and safety concerns for this event. We're aware that these big events could be targets, and so we are taking that very seriously and are going to do everything we can to ensure the safety of this event and the people that attend.
The State Department says U.S. citizens should stay aware of immediate surroundings while in large crowds or a crowded public area. For more information on the travel warning, visit travel.state.gov.
After years of steady declines, driving deaths in Arizona are up in 2015. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration released the latest numbers today. In 2014, traffic deaths fell to 770. That's a 9% decrease from the year before, and a sharp decline from the record high 1,300 deaths in 2006. But that trend isn't continuing in 2015. According to the governor's office, through the end of August, there have already been nearly 600 deaths. Experts say there aren't any specific causes, but it could be in part because of low gas prices and more people on the roads.
If you're traveling along I-40 over the holiday, you might notice an increase in patrols. Police and highway patrol agencies in 8 states, including here in Arizona, are increasing their efforts to prevent accidents. DPS says that means a focus on seatbelt violations, speeding, impairment, and other dangerous behaviors. Officials say they don't want a repeat of last year, which was the deadliest Thanksgiving weekend in the past decade.
The Arizona Department of Transportation is now testing a new way to detect wrong-way drivers on freeways here in the valley. Cronkite News reporter Sonny Scott explains how this technology may help reduce the threat.
This prototype project will use existing highway sensors to detect wrong-way drivers and alert police and other cars on the freeway. In-pavement sensors already in place on freeways around the valley monitor cars going in the right direction. Now they'll be able to detect cars going in the opposite direction.
Give those sensors an algorithm so they can tell us instantly when a vehicle is traveling in the wrong direction. That not only provides us instant notification that we have a wrong-way driver on the freeway, but allows us to locate where that driver is going.
After recent wrong-way crashes and fatalities on Arizona freeways, the sensors will alert ADOT and Arizona state troopers faster.
Right now, DPS state troopers respond based on 911 calls. That's not as quick as it could be.
Warning signs will also go up for drivers on overhead message boards. From 2004 to 2014, there were 245 wrong-way crashes in Arizona, leading to 91 deaths.
This will allow us to respond faster and lessen the risk from a societal problem that is very, very heavily connected to impaired driving.
This prototype will be in place on Interstate 17 and will cover about 3 to 4 mile stretch of the freeway. In Phoenix, Sonny Scott, Cronkite News.
It's never too early to prepare for school.
Coming up on Cronkite News, one city is starting young and preparing kids to enter the world of kindergarten.
And while you're out doing your holiday shopping, make sure to keep an eye out for toys that might be dangerous for your kids.
At ASU, we believe the most important semester is the one that starts after you get your diploma, the one called life. So we work hard to help our alumni thrive, teaching them the importance of not only achieving their goals, but exceeding them. With innovative programs that embrace hands-on learning, that encourages real-world growth. Our alumni know it can be the education of a lifetime, for a lifetime. For more information, asu.edu.
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
Are you a news junkie, history buff, science or nature lover? Then discover 8 World, an entire channel devoted to bringing the world home to Arizona. Watch 8 World on Cox 88 or over the air via antenna on 8.3. To find out how to tune into 8 World for your satellite or another cable provider, visit azpbs.org/world or call 602-496-2308. Discover your world. 8 World.
My child who's watching Super Y, and it said, what letter makes the sound "er"? And my 2-year-old is jumping up and down going, R, R, R. I love that. I wish I knew the genius that came up with Dinosaur Train. I mean, what little boy especially doesn't like dinosaurs and trains and to put them together in one show? My family does without a lot of stuff, but I would be horrified if we had to do without PBS.
Arizona is known for ranking low nationally in education. However, Mayor John Giles is looking to change that stereotype for Mesa school districts, starting with the youngest students. Reporter Julia Thatcher spoke with the mayor this morning about his plan and what community members can expect to see.
Mesa Mayor John Giles announced the early education plan last week in an effort to better prepare children entering kindergarten. All this because of a conversation he said he had a few months back with the Mesa superintendent, who told him he saw low test scores for kids entering kindergarten. The city has selected a 12-person committee to serve for 6 months to target specific areas of concern. Some areas that were mentioned was the inability to identify colors, motor skills such as flipping pages of a book, engaging in conversation, and basic classroom behavior. And Mayor Giles said now was the time to take action.
All of the attention on this topic has created, I think, a heightened sensitivity, a heightened awareness in the community that this is something we're not satisfied with. And so I think all of those things came together to make it the appropriate time to look into it.
The 12-member committee consists of a superintendent from a charter school, people from early childhood education think tanks, and an early childhood education professor, and a dad. We will bring you an in-depth look next week, speaking with members of the Mesa Public District. In the Broadcast Center, Julia Thatcher, Cronkite News.
With Black Friday coming and Christmas in 1 month, buying toys will be at the top of the list for many parents. Cronkite News reporter Eleni Dow looked into what toys to look out for.
It's a table full of toys, much like you'd find in homes after a happy holiday season. But trouble can start when little kids get their hands on them.
Parents give toys to children that have many moving parts or they're sets of Legos, and all it takes is a split second for a parent to look away and a child pops something in their mouth and it can easily be choked on.
Every year, the Arizona Public Interest Research Group Education Fund, or PIRG, releases a report listing toys that are potentially hazardous to children.
In 2014, 19 toys were recalled from store shelves because they posed a choking hazard for children.
From 2001 to 2013, out of 253 toy-related deaths, 106 were from choking. Any toy that can fit into this special choke testing cylinder could lodge in a toddler's throat. Even without the official test, parents can take precautions.
If a toy can fit into a toilet paper roll, then it is too small for a child under the age of 3.
Other dangerous toys in the report include magnets that can cause internal damage if swallowed, toys with toxic metals such as chromium and lead, and toys that can damage hearing with loud noises. In Phoenix, Eleni Dow, Cronkite News.
Doctors also want parents to remember the safety gear to accompany gifts like bicycles, skates, scooters, and especially the new hoverboards, sure to be popular this holiday season.
With Thanksgiving just around the corner, turkey is going to be in high demand.
Coming up on Cronkite News, one local farm tells us how to take the healthier approach to your Thanksgiving feast.
The easiest and best way to support Arizona PBS is by becoming a sustaining member. Your monthly contribution of $5 or more comes directly from your bank account or credit card, so you know your membership is always current. It also means no more renewal notices in your mailbox. So more of your dollars go to the programs you love. It's convenient for you, greener for us, and better for the planet. Become a sustaining member today.
Tap into the art scene from coast to coast. Join the Art Beat Nation, a weekly series where you'll experience a rich cultural tapestry of art stories from across America. Meet artists, writers, composers, and performers setting the pulse of the arts in America now. Join us for a brand new episode of Art Beat Nation, Sunday at 5 on 8HD. When you want to be more connected, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us online.
Your favorite PBS shows, ready to watch when you are. Anytime, any place. Find more ways to explore than ever before.
What are you doing?
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse. TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life. This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
As the holiday season arrives, many feel good about giving back and helping those in need, but experts warn it's important to be on the lookout for charity scams. Here are a few things you can do. Be sure to research the charity before giving out your credit card information over the phone. Always request information. An established charity should be able to tell you what they do and how they spend their donations, and go directly to the organization's site to donate rather than using a shortcut link. Otherwise, you risk downloading viruses and having your identity stolen.
Thanksgiving is just a couple of days away, and I found a farm that's bringing local and organic ingredients to your holiday meal.
It's Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving has to have turkeys.
That's what Kylie is having for her Thanksgiving feast. And the farm at Agritopia in Gilbert knows what it takes to bring the traditional bird from farm to table. Farmer Eric Schultz says these turkeys were raised with the customer in mind.
Really what we're trying to do is just feed our community the most nutrient-dense, healthy, organic food that we can.
Schultz says an organic diet, allowing them to roam free and not using any fillers, is what sets them apart from industrial turkeys.
You know, there's going to be a lot of variance in the size from one turkey to the other.
And while you may have to spend a little more, Schultz says the overall quality of the meat is well worth it.
Once you try a heritage breed pasture raised, you really people don't go back after that.
Experts say factory turkeys are still safe to eat, but there are some things you should look for.
You can look on the label and it will state whether or not the turkey has received any antibiotics or hormones.
But no matter where you buy your bird, Kylie says a good turkey is something to gobble about. The farm says this year it raised 21 turkeys, all of which have been purchased for this Thanksgiving holiday.
Despite the holiday tradition, more Thanksgiving meals are going meat-free.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how vegans and vegetarians are choosing to celebrate Thanksgiving.
When I was a little girl, I never dreamed that I would have the opportunity to be a lawyer. And certainly I never thought that I could be an astronaut or an ambassador. Those were way beyond my wildest dreams. You know, I don't know if what I've done would be considered success or not, but if success is defined as being happy or having something you love and something that you enjoy doing, then I guess I am successful, but I always want to do more. I am motivated to see this great world we live on and to get a better understanding of human interactions. We shouldn't be limited by glass ceilings or glass walls. We should be aspiring to the very best and then working hard to achieve it.
What are you doing?
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse. TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
The Thanksgiving table typically revolves around one main dish, turkey. But Jesse Schultz caught up with a growing population of Valley residents that are looking for an alternative to turkey time.
According to the National Restaurant Association, about 15 million Americans plan to dine out for Thanksgiving. But some food joints in the Valley are preparing meals even our feathered friends can enjoy.
That holiday is so based around food, and you know, if you're passionate about what you're eating, you don't necessarily want to be around the typical fare.
And that's why Damon Brash hosts Thanksgiving, a celebration serving about 900 people looking for an alternative to the traditional Thanksgiving feast. All the food is plant-based, even the tofurkey.
The vegan and vegetarian lifestyle and diet is definitely catching on, but even more so is the group of omnivores that are just wanting a nice, healthful alternative.
Lynn Law, a vegan and owner of 2 Loving Huts, says she has seen a growth in the vegan and vegetarian population.
There's a very big demand for it, and there is a supply that's meeting to that.
According to the Vegetarian Journal, in 1993, there were 55 vegan restaurants in the nation. Now, there are more than 500 completely vegan restaurants and thousands of other food joints that offer vegetarian options. But before preparing your vegan or vegetarian dishes, you should do some homework.
Anytime you prepare a meal for a vegetarian, you need to focus on the protein source, because that is probably one of the most concerning nutrient problems in the vegetarian diet, is they're not getting enough protein.
Law recommends vegans to bring their own recipe to the table on Thanksgiving.
We could veganize this pumpkin pie, or we can veganize a tofurkey. The idea is like to open people up through their stomachs.
Brash says Thanksgiving has appeal in many different ways.
Food all your favorites from the Thanksgiving table, but also it's really nice because it's an alternative to hanging out with your family if you don't necessarily want to hang out with them.
Tickets for this year's Thanksgiving event are $25 for adults and $10 for kids. And for those who want vegan options at home, Whole Foods offers a vegetarian Thanksgiving meal for 4 that has sold out the past 2 years. In the Broadcast Center, Jesse Schultz, Cronkite News. Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's next on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon. Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton will join us to discuss the latest issues from the city, and we'll catch up on the latest news from the Tucson area in our monthly feature, Southern Exposure.
I'm Gwen Eiffel on the next News Hour. 1 of every 3 bites of food that we eat is pollinated by bees, but bees are under threat by pesticides. That's Tuesday on the PBS News Hour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.